Welcome, Eagles everywhere. Our weekly one-on-one with head coach Nick Sirianni and his seemingly endless supply of Philadelphia sports gear. The first question is, where do you keep all that stuff? Like, I know you have it, but where do you actually keep it?
Yeah, it's all up in my locker upstairs in my office. So Greg does a good job of sorting through everything for me and keeping it clean and keeping it coming.
I know you're not folding it up. All right, let's talk a little football, Eagles football here. Jalen Hurts, you called him a stud after the game against the Chargers. He started 13 games in his NFL career, 9 this year. If you were to look at him early in the year to now, what would you see? What differences do you see, Nick?
Yeah, I just see growth in just every level, right? And just as a passer, everyone always knew he could run the football and was dynamic running the football. But I just see him growing as a passer, as a decision maker, and so that running the football can be a secondary thing, and he can be the quarterback and delivering balls when he needs to. Then you just see the growth of, like, okay, well, something's not there. He can go out and make a big time play, as he has on third down for us pretty much all year. I think we're in the top 10 on third down right now, and that's a big time team stat with how you're protecting, how you're running routes, but that's always something that I know quarterbacks look at and be like, okay, we're in the top 10, and what we look at as coaches, like, we're in the top 10 because we're getting good quarterback play in a critical situation on third down.
One thing that really stood out to me on Sunday, his level of toughness and conditioning and fitness. Can you speak to the way he takes care of his body and prepares for games?
Yeah, he's just a really good pro. He not only mentally gets ready for games, he physically gets ready for games. He gets his body right. All the different things that it takes to get ready for a game, because that's a hard thing when you make a play like he is doing on his feet, where he's got to extend the play. That's a lot of running, and then come back, call the play in the huddle. Right, we've all been tired before where we've run and someone asks you a question, you say, not right now, I don't want to talk. Well, he doesn't have that option, right? Like, he's got to make one of those plays, then he's got to get in the huddle, take a deep breath, process the play that's coming into his headset, and then call the play and get everybody believing in that play, and then go do it again potentially. And so, I can't say enough about our strength and conditioning staff and our training staff. And then obviously Jalen gets the most credit right there to keep his body ready to go and to make play after play after play and just to be in the right physical shape.
I wonder if you could speak about you as a head coach 9 games in, how much experience you've gained, calling plays, setting up the game, and then just those instantaneous in-game decisions that you have to make. How much progress have you made?
Yeah, I think again, if you want to, I don't think it's any secret what people know about how our message is in this building about getting better every single day. If I want guys to get better every single day, I have to get better every single day. So I'm constantly thinking about that. I believe I'm getting better every single day in those things, and that's what I have control over, of how I get better. How do I leave this building better, as a better head coach than I was when I came in this building? And so I believe that we've grown. I have a lot of good coaches on this staff that help me grow and help that process too. And whether it's bouncing something off a idea for a team meeting, or while we're calling a game, or whatever it is, an offensive philosophy or anything. So again, just feel like there's growth there, and I feel like there's growth with our team, and we just need to continue that as the season progresses.
There's also growth in the run game, which has been really potent these last couple of weeks here. Why is that? And then why do you think it's so important to have balance in the offense?
Yeah, you just see what you see is our offensive line really dominating the line of scrimmage. It always starts there. Backs going through their reads, Jalen getting us into the right play. And the importance of that is obviously what you've seen. I think yesterday we were pretty high in our yards per attempt. I think we were over 9 yards per attempt. But that's a good direct correlation. Like, how does that happen? Well, that happens because you're running the football good, and the rush slows down when you're running the football good, and there's more space between the quarterback and the line of scrimmage, and the linebackers suck up, and they're playing different coverages. Because the result of you running the football well is they got to do something to stop you running from football well. So they play different coverages to allow some of these things to open up that we're hitting, whether it's on the outside or over the middle or wherever it is. And so Yeah, it's really important, and we just got to keep building on the momentum offensively that we have.
Within this growth, there is a bunch of youth being sprinkled in. And I'd like to, if we could just talk about a few guys. I know I could go on forever, but three people really jump out at me. Devante Smith. The moment never seemed too big for this young man. What are your thoughts on the way he's progressed?
Yeah, he's been in a lot of big games. He's played in a national championship game multiple times as a freshman. Gosh, I remember watching that Georgia-Alabama game where he had that big play to win the football game in overtime. So he's used to playing in big games. He played in the SEC, a lot of different big games he played in. And so at the moment, I think that's a good observation, Dave. That the moment is never too big for him, and he's stoic, and he got a look on his face like, when it's crunch time, just throw me the football. And so, that's pretty special to have one of your rookies and your first pick of your draft, act that way, because I think that's contagious. So, that's just who he is, and so that's a special part of Devante.
Landon Dickerson, who wasn't on the field until the regular season started, how much progress has he made?
Yeah, I think you see him. Just being able to push guys around a little bit more and more each week as he continues to recover from his injury that he had last year, and that's what we saw. As Howie and myself and the scouts and the coaches, watched the tape on Landon. That's what we saw: a physical presence in the run game and in the pass game. With Landon just being physical and nasty, and being able to really push guys are tough. And so you're seeing that more and more each week with him as he gets comfortable in that in an NFL game. And so you're seeing the movement that you saw when he was at Alabama. You're seeing that movement on the nose and the three technique that you saw. And so I think he's progressing, right? He's getting better, and that's contribute to Landon first of all, and then his offensive line coaches and Stout and Roy.
On the defensive side of the ball, Davion Taylor comes into the NFL with very little experience. All of a sudden, he's on Sunday around the football nonstop. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, again, he's got all the physical tools to be a really good linebacker in this league. And it's just seeing, it's kind of like a linebacker. You kind of think of it like a quarterback. He's got to see all the different looks. He's got to be able to diagnose things and read things. And so the more reps he gets, the better he's getting. And, I just think about that play he made yesterday for a loss on Eckler when, he made a big play on that and for a -2 yard gain. You just saw him, what you saw in that play is him diagnose, yes, and then the fundamental of tackling, how he got, Austin Eckler's a tough guy to tackle, and he did a great job of getting him wrapped up and getting him tackled and getting that negative play.
The Broncos are next. They took it to Dallas on Sunday. What'd they do so well against that offense, and what have you seen from them kind of through the season?
Obviously still watching through that tape, but I think what you see from Denver is you just see a really well-coached team, and you see them orchestrated well, especially on that. Where most of my time so far watching tape has been on the Broncos defense, and so you see some good players out there that they've done a good job of getting good players there. And then also, I've always respected Coach Fangio and his ability to coach a defense, and you see that working like it did in Chicago, a while back, and just he's a good defensive coach, and his team plays like it.
Final one, Nick. You've talked about the dog mentality, the 1%. We're 9 games in. Has the team achieved that mindset that you desire?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think what you see is guys, coming to work every day, and it is. I think it's just a simple message in my mind. Like, we're not asking them to do anything crazy, right? It's like, well, all right, and we're not asking them to focus on a week from now. My messages are, let's go on a little run here, but you can't do that without getting the 1-0 first, and you can't do that without winning the day first. And so I definitely feel that, and I think that's something that's in our control, is getting better every single day, right? And so there's a lot of things that are out of your control, but one thing that's in our control is how we come to work every day, how we get better every day. I think that's just again, it's not a complicated thing, and I think guys understand that, and I see us growing because of it.
Nick Sirianni, our weekly one-on-one presented by Wawa. Thanks so much. Good luck in Denver. Beat the Broncos.
Thanks, Dave.